and biggest learning for both of you in terms of what you've been through?
Joe, you want to do that one first, or?
Biggest learning? Look, I guess the biggest one is around the value of time. You know, someone that I had nearly a decade taken away from them, you know, don't take anything for granted, you know, and that's one of the big things that we teach on our program is, you know, gratitude. You know, and that's what I took a lot of things for granted before I got arrested. And when I went to jail, all these little small things really mattered to me, you know. Who would have thought a piece of paper would be that valuable in certain situations? You know, having a pen, you know, like I even valued when I was in segregation once, I had no TV, I had no letters, I had nothing, no food. The only thing there was a dictionary. It was a Macquarie dictionary left on one of the shelves, and literally I went through the whole dictionary for like a couple of weeks, you know, and you know, I was like so grateful for something like that. Who'd ever think of a dictionary, you know? But for me, that was massive, you know, like the little things. Yeah, that's like even like, you know, everyone knows cold showers is good, but you know, even being able to have a shower, so just be grateful for the little things and make every moment count as well. I know everyone says, oh, you make every moment count, high fives, you know, but in reality, what we're saying is, you know, like I missed out my whole 20s. But in saying that, why can't I live to my fullest and the best, you know, from now on? You can't be living in the past going, I missed out on this, I didn't do this, I didn't do this. But you know what? You've got now and you've got the future to make the best possible opportunities for yourself. It's never too late, you know. So just that's making every moment count. I know, Andrew, you value your time very much. But at the end of the day, my thing is, okay, it's about the quality of what you do during that time as well. So it's like, you know, when you meet someone, you know, do you just half-ass it and you're on the phone and whatever? But if you're actually with them, you're with them, you know, you're present with them, you know, because at the end of the day, you never know what might happen. You know, you might never see this person again. Something might happen. So it's the lasting memories that you create in the experiences at the same time, you know. So that's me. That's one of my learnings.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to Joe's, like in terms of like time doesn't stop for no one. And I remember saying that on my 25th birthday, that time doesn't stop for anyone. And I realized that because, you know, when I was calling all my friends, weddings were happening, uni graduations, businesses were starting, houses were bought, first kids were getting born, like all these things were happening. And I was absolutely frustrated. And I realized that time doesn't stop for no one. And I guess that's why, like Joe said, like I'm always like busy doing something, and I time block everything, and I try to make most of every single hour of the day. If I'm doing, I have to be productive. I have to get to where I want to get to. So I'm always in a rush, and I'm always thinking about what to do next. Like I'm never present in the moment. I'm always thinking about what to do next, unfortunately. But but when I say this to the kids, like when we're mentoring them, I'm like, look, guys, if you really want to reach your goal, you have to be tight with your time, you know, and not just saying like be smart with your time. So let's say, for example, you know, I have 2 months left until my first boxing fight, and I have to make use of that 2 months. Am I gonna learn? Am I gonna go and box by myself and just try to teach myself, or am I gonna get a coach to teach me? So if you have 2 months, like I'm always big on getting someone who's made the mistakes before you to coach you, to save you time, so you don't end up making the mistakes on your own. And the same thing with my business. You know, I'm not gonna try to figure out everything on my own. I'll hire someone who's successful in my field and teach me, so I don't have to make the same mistakes. And I tell that to the kids too. If you want to learn powerlifting, go get a powerlifting coach. You want to learn how to fight, go get a fighting coach. You want to learn it, you want to get a business, start a business, get a business coach. Don't try to do all these things on your own. Get someone who's got the blueprint so you can save time, because time doesn't stop for anyone.